Breaking news from the stadium tonight as an anonymous fan foot the bill for 55,000 hot dogs, bringing that sweet tubed meat to everyone in attendance.
Free dogs! Yeah!
55,000 hot dogs? What does that even cost? While the identity of this Frankfurter philanthropist remains anonymous, their all-beefy generosity will go down in history.
The new Mega Millions. More to win means more to give. How you spend it is up to you. Yeah!
For game odds and details, visit SCEducationLottery.com.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality? High quality and immersive sound? A sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
You know when it gets to last call and all the dudes kind of start creeping up on you?
We have the solution.
Give them the John, Jay, and Rich drunk dial line. 602-888-1933. It's John, Jay, and Rich.
Sandy, good morning. What's up?
Hello, good morning.
Hi.
Hi, so funny story about the roaches in Hawaii.
Okay.
I was overhearing it, and I go, okay, I have to share. I was stationed in Hawaii for a bit, and I ran into the roach problem on base. And our neighbors had this big, fat, black cat. We called him Sylvester. We actually never knew his name. And we started noticing the roach problem. Mind you, these roaches weren't like the German roaches. They were Madagascar roaches. And I was terrified of them, so I always had my husband do the duty of, picking them up. But eventually, we started noticing little piles of them, like, together. And I'm like, are they dying together, so they're not dying alone? And I'm like, okay, maybe, I don't know. So then eventually we saw the cat opening our backslide door. Sylvester would open our backsliding door by himself, come in, and we saw him one day walking away, right? We're like, what's going on? So my husband would stay home with our daughter, and he told me one day, babe, it's Sylvester. He's putting them in little piles for you. I guess he plays with them until he kills them, puts them in little piles for us, and just walks away and goes back home.
That's a gift for you.
That's what cats do with like birds and mice and stuff, right? Yeah.
We love Sylvester because it was a free charge, like no charge.
Yeah, free pest control.
Seemed
pretty efficient.
Sandy, were you listening to the podcast? We were talking about that?
No, I was listening to the radio a little while ago, and you guys were talking about your son, how you went over and he had like 17 roaches.
Yeah. What city are you in?
I'm in South Texas, near Edinburgh, McAllen area.
Oh, good.
Rio Grande Valley.
What's up, McAllen?
We're working on doing a Love Pup Family Fest there in April.
Oh, what? When?
In April.
Oh, awesome. I'll look out for it.
Yeah, we're just in a big meeting about it yesterday. Well, I wasn't.
Oh.
Somebody was.
All right, Sandy, thank you for listening. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks.
Have a great day.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Speaking of an update on those roaches, I don't know if I said this or not, but did I tell you guys this, that Kemp went and got an exterminator?
No.
And the exterminator killed all the roaches, right? But they come out and he came home and they die, and he'll just get them later. He waits until all these dead roaches are everywhere, and then he scoops them off. So he lives with these dead roaches.
God,
there's only 30. I'm going to wait till there's 80 dead roaches, and then I scoop them over.
That's like Nurse Hannah and leaving the 17 dirty diapers around the house. If you're on Nurse Hannah TikTok, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and that is so gross.
Okay, number 1 on Netflix right now. This is big. I brought it up earlier. And Peyton, you finally saw it. And
I did.
It's
I watched
Jerry Springer documentary.
And I binged it in one sitting, which is easy to do because it's only 2 episodes. But oh my God, how fascinating is that show? Right. I was glued to the TV, and I'm not very good at watching TV, and this documentary had me hooked the entire time. Everything you guys talked about, like the guy with the horse, insane.
Gross.
Okay.
They were like kissing.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That is what I was like, oh no, his mouth is opening
And
to
don't they
literally
say-
make out with this horse.
That's the episode that put him over the edge. Like, okay, well, now this is his.
No, that episode ended up getting banned.
It only aired in New York.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was the one that made them change.
You got to watch the documentary, Rich.
I did, but I thought he was
so
saying
fascinating.
like, once they did that, they're like, okay, now we got to go wilder than that. We got to go insane.
The murder. Oh my gosh.
Right.
And then at the one that really threw me though was at the end with the daughter and the dad. I was like, oh wow, this is crazy.
It took the producer, said, I'm out.
And the producer, he was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
It was really fascinating. And what I found, I think the reason why I really did like it is because of what we do every day. Like being in entertainment and media and things like that. It was really fascinating to be able to watch that and see how things go on behind the scenes.
Like when the producers are coaching the people and they're like, I'm really mad. And they're like, no, you're pissed off. Like
she's embarrassing you out there. Yeah, it was
cut downs to throw at them.
It was remarkable.
Yeah.
Probably one of my favorite documentaries I think that I've ever watched.
So some behind the scenes
Good.
stuff that I know about, because, when I started in radio, I was in Cincinnati. That's where Jerry Springer was a news anchor, and he became the mayor of Cincinnati before he went to go do that. And there's a lot of stuff they leave out, because I felt that there could have been more in that documentary. For example, he was the mayor. He was a news anchor. Then he became the mayor of Cincinnati. He got fired from being the mayor of Cincinnati because he wrote a check to a prostitute.
And then that was the drama he had.
Yeah, so to be like, he's this great guy, he's whatever guy, you know what I mean? Like,
Because that's basically what it was,
Right, he's a great
Like
guy.
there was only one person in that documentary that was like
the villain.
Yeah, that was like, I don't like Jerry Springer.
And I used
everyone
to
else
have-
loved and adored him.
I used to have Jerry Springer on my radio show quite a bit. Another weird fact that I wouldn't put in the documentary, but his cousin, I would put on the show all the time too. His cousin's dad invented the Heimlich maneuver. His last name's Heimlich.
Oh, wow.
Fun.
So I would always get Heimlich on air and talk
that
about.
took off.
I would love to see a documentary John Jay produces because it would be so random.
Yeah, do all types of stuff.
And over the voiceover. Incidentally, the cousin invented the Heimlich maneuver. Back to Jerry Springer and the prostitutes.
That was wild. And then like his cancel moment, crazy, just crazy.
Oh, what do you mean this cancel moment?
How
When
he
he
could
hooked
have
up
had a
with the
cancel
people?
moment.
Huh?
When he hooked up with the people from the show.
The
scandal.
Oh, but
Yeah.
he got canceled because of that?
No, like they were saying that like if that were to happen today, he
Oh.
would get canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hooked up with some fans that were or guests on the show.
Yeah, not just guests or fans. They were certain kind of guests and fans.
I think they were mother and daughter, if I remember.
No.
Yeah, they weren't?
No.
What?
They were like in like the adult entertainment.
Right, but I think they were mother, daughter.
Oh my gosh, no way.
Yeah. I think
Ew.
I'm telling you guys.
I didn't
I'm telling
know
there's so
that.
much more. I bet you there's going to be a season 2 of the show because
They
there's
got to.
so much more.
Sounds like there's a lot
Not only
missing.
that, but he didn't start that stuff. There was a guy, Geraldo did a show before him that had stuff like that, and then a guy named Morton Downey. Do you remember Morton Downey?
Those shows were fistfights in the
And
audience
those
quite
were
a
all
bit.
before Jerry Springer.
Yep.
But anyway, yes, Grant.
There is a Morton Downey documentary that is unhinged. I can't remember what it's called, but just look up Morton Downey wherever, and it's a documentary, and it is literally the craziest thing.
Was that a New York-based show, right?
Yeah, and he had a live studio audience every time, and every time he was just saying the wild.
Yeah, they were rowdy on that
And he
show.
would smoke and blow into the camera. Right?
Cool guy, all around cool guy.
It doesn't seem real. It doesn't, but it's
But he
real.
was way before Jerry Springer.
yeah.
But anyway.
At the end of the documentary, when they're like, Jerry Springer passed away in 2023, I forgot he passed away.
Blake, my wife was like, "Oh my God, that just happened."
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it was in the news.
I know, and like I wish I would have been able to hear Jerry Springer's opinion. Like you kind
I
of
know.
hear interviews, and how he like defends his show. But I was like, dang, that would have been really interesting to kind of see his take on, because he went on and basically apologized for everything he did on television. So I'd be curious to hear.
Speaking of television, Kyle, where are you on Bad Sisters?
So I finished the first season.
Do you like it?
I did like it.
Good, I do.
I did like
I know.
it.
I really like the second season too.
I started the second season.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Dang, you're
I'm
probably
on the
gonna pass
first
me up now.
episode. Just the first episode. Just the first episode.
Don't you love the relationship of the sisters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, I think, the thing that, like, keeps me hooked.
And aren't the mean people, the creepy people, just mean enough where you just don't like them?
Yeah, but the husband was,
Yeah. Mammy.
Mammy.
You guys got to watch it.
He's I hate him.
It's called Bad Sisters. It
But-
was number 1 and number 2 on Apple. Now it's like number 5 because season 2 is already done.
But you won't like it for the first probably 6 or 7
So I can
episodes.
watch it on your 2 times speed or whatever.
No, that's the thing that annoyed me the most.
No?
Is Apple TV doesn't do 2 times speed as far as I
that's
know. And if it does, please let me know. But yeah, as far as I know, you have to watch it regular speed.
Wow.
Katie, hi. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Good. How are you? What's going on?
Good. I was just following up on your sister to see if she ever made it to Tucson or to Phoenix. I know you're in Phoenix now.
I don't know. I haven't heard from her.
Haven't heard at all.
Well, when she said 2 days ago, she goes, I was saying, hey, it's 7:30. I'm going to bed. And she goes, okay, we've got the cars packed. It'll take us 9 hours to get to you. And I said, okay, well, keep me posted. And then I text her, hold on, let me look. Because, yeah, she's in L.A. She's in the middle of the fires. The fires are, like, right there. They're ready to evacuate. I go, what's the latest? Oh, I go, and where are you, is what I said. And then she goes,
Yeah.
home. Dying with smoke in my lungs. So sick. What a crazy situation. My friends lost their homes. It's so sad. And then I sent her an Instagram link about how to deal with the air in L.A. because the air, I guess, is terrible.
What do you do? Don't you
it's
just
so
get
dangerous.
And she never responded to me.
What?
Oh, wow.
Rude. Let me call her.
Yeah.
Let me just call her real quick. See if she's
Oh.
hold on.
Oh my gosh.
Let me just see if you're alive. It's so nice of you, Katie, to ask about my sister.
Of course.
Hi, you've reached the voicemail.
Oh, crap. That's her old... I call her old work number.
Oh, no.
That's not your sister.
Sounded like Carl and Neil are doing okay, though.
Maybe is that who you're texting? That's why they're not texting back.
You know, this...
We moved. We're in Washington State. We're fine.
Hey, guys, you learned. Hey, if you're okay, you might want to call the other or your old number. What time is it in LA? Same time?
Well, it's an hour earlier. Just after 6 a.m.
Uh-oh, Katie. Now you got me worried.
I know. I'm like,
Now you're
going to spiral.
I know. Well, I'll call her. I'll call everybody in her family here in the break in a minute during the song.
There you go.
Thanks, Katie.
Yeah, I just heard it the other day and I followed up. I was like, oh, I never heard back. I never know what happened. So hopefully she got out safe or.
Yeah, I figured she would
somewhere
call me
safe.
or text me, hey, we're on our way, or hey, we're good.
Not your family. Your
Not my
family just shows up. All your cousins, they all
That's what happens in Mexican. Katie, have a great day. Thank you for listening.
Breaking news from the stadium tonight as an anonymous fan foot the bill for 55,000 hot dogs, bringing that sweet tubed meat to everyone in attendance.
Free dogs! Yeah!
55,000 hot dogs? What does that even cost? While the identity of this Frankfurter philanthropist remains anonymous, their all-beefy generosity will go down in history.
The new Mega Millions. More to win means more to give. How you spend it is up to you. Yeah!
For game odds and details, visit SCEducationLottery.com.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality? High quality and immersive sound? A sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.